Hey, what's up guys, it's Extreme Bricks, and today we got another Stalingrad update. So this is a continuation of the Stalingrad update series. I think this is update number 7, 8, or 9, I actually don't know what it is now. I'm getting pretty far in the updates, for sure. It's definitely been a while since this is the last video I made, especially an update for Stalingrad. I've been getting comments like crazy asking for the update. Reason for the updates, there not being an update, just lack of progress, tons of progress, just numerous reasons why. I just want to give you guys a good quality video, not some, just a video where there's nothing even updated. I want to give a video with a lot of stuff to go over and a lot of progress. And guys, I think you guys will really appreciate the progress that was done this week. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start the video. So one of the bigger things done in the update was adding or building a locomotive for the coal cars directly over there. They just kind of fell out of place without some sort of engine leading them. So I definitely went over a lot of different designs. I thought about doing a custom one from scratch. I didn't want to go down that road just because I'm a good builder in terms of building buildings, scenery, but I don't really like building vehicles. Just not very good at it. So I've realized, if you have a good design, there's no reason why you should not use it. So I looked back at a lot of Legos trains from the early 2000s, and I came across a series called My Own Train. Great series, and you could buy just separate locomotives like this. And then I found one I liked, so I chose a design. This one is actually from 2002. I had all the parts in my collection to build it, so it's great. I just redid a lot of the parts in black before. It was in blue, I think, or green, a lot of the parts, but I did all in black to make it look a little more industrial looking and not so cheerful, I guess is the right word. Green and blue don't really go along with industrial Russia. So it looks great, very happy with it, and it goes along perfect with the coal cars in the back right there. So to move it over, it works great. So it looks complete now, I guess you could say. So 3 coal cars all the way down there, goes all the way down. You guys are probably maybe wondering about a tender car in the back. I actually did try making one, but wasn't very good, and the one that came with the train didn't like either, so it's just going to be like this for now. It may not be completely accurate, but it works for me. So let's go on to the next part. So the biggest part of this update, which took the most amount of time to work on, was definitely the second factory. We started out this factory in October, and that went from early October to late November to finish that. This one took a long time to do because of the amount of detailing work went into the building this. I definitely learned from my mistakes. You can notice on this one there's not a lot of battle damage. It looks pretty pristine actually, except for the masonry brick up top to give it more of a old feel where it's it's been through weathering and the paint's chipping off. So that's only sort of damage on that building, but besides that, it's in pristine condition. This one I wanted to go with a completely different approach. I realized that during a battle, so it'd have to be much more damaged. So that's the look I went for. And to accomplish that, I used a lot of the 1x1 modified brick with the stud in the side, and that to represent bullet holes or machine gun fire. So that's done all throughout the pillars, and that goes all the way down, and I really think it gives a really nice effect. Very looks really damaged. And I also did some of these Technic bricks here, and that's to represent bigger fire, like bigger shells, maybe small caliber anti-tank weapons. And then mixed in there as well are the masonry brick to again give it more of a damaged feel. It's not the exact same architecture in terms of that of this building, but it's pretty similar. The only actual difference is actually these columns are 2 wide and these are 4, which I like. It looks similar but not the same, which is a nice thing to have a little bit of variety while keeping the same sort of format throughout the buildings. It basically follows the same general layout as this one, where it has a big open hall in the middle and then the entrance right there, which is the same thing I did over here. So you got an access maintenance ladder on the left, and then you have a very large door using the what are they called? These bricks, profile bricks, I believe they're called. I just turned them on the other side to give it like a sliding door effect where, you know, it raised up like a garage door would. And this is where they assemble tanks. And then I made the level crossing for the tanks when they roll out, or trucks, you know, whatever they build in there, and they load them onto flatbed train cars. And then the level crossing is all done in tile, which looks very, very nice. Up above, you've got, you know, a big window to let in the light into the factory, and then the roof's a bit covered right now with a lot of things, but the roof is done with the entire skylight as well, like that one was. That's a great. I love doing the skylight. It adds a lot of natural light into the building, especially if the color of these trans black bricks gives it a really cool amber effect, amber lighting inside, which is just awesome. And then back there is just a little bit of damage to the windows to give it a little bit of effect. In terms of the roof, I did a little more detailing work than I did in this one. It's much more rugged, different types of terrain. I used a lot of the 1x1 and 1x1 studs to give it more of a rugged feel. You have two Russian snipers running on the roof, which is a comment most of you asked for. Had the idea originally, but you guys asked for it, so, you know, there it is, two snipers running on the roof. Continuation of, you know, the damage. Just very, very nice. I really like the way this building turned out. Let's give you one more shot of the exterior of this face. So yeah, very, very happy with the result. A lot of work, but definitely well worth it. And then coming to this side, this is actually a new section that may be built, may not be. So I didn't really like the way it looked without another thing next to this one. So I decided to add one more section that was 32 studs in width, and then a very, very long, skinny section. I just don't know if I'll be able to do this in time to finish it for Philly Brick Fest. But you never know me. I can be quick building, but, you know, I don't know. So that's going to be something in the works. But I do have the first design laid out where I'm going to have, you know, the train opening for the tunnels. So basically this would be a completed factory where the trains would just run straight through the building. So that's the idea on that. Hopefully it gets done, but it may not. So we're not going to... That's one of the priorities. But mostly it's just detailing work. But I have time left, so there may be a chance I'm able to get the section done, level it off with the roof, and make it look real nice. So that's the idea there. So yeah, very happy with the way this second building turned out, especially with the amount of detailing work that went into it. You know, the masonry brick, the bullet holes, destroyed concrete. Just everything really comes together to give it a very damaged look, which is, you know, what I'm going for. And then other things done in the update was definitely I added some trees. I did trees a few updates ago, but I mean, it's the same design, just changing colors, and these are much more sturdy. They don't break as easily, because I actually put a piece of flex tube in each one to give it more of a solid structure and a rigid structure. And I did these all in dark green leaves, and I really like the look of them. They're simplistic, which is fantastic, because they're easy to build, and they look great. So there's a group over here, and then another group over here, and then there's two in the back, which I'll show you in a minute, because that section was heavily worked on. It looks fantastic. Over here we have a part of the wall that was blown out. We have some Russians, you know, running through the opening to assist in the attack on the incoming force of German artillery, and not artillery, but, you know, the convoy of tanks and vehicles. So over here we have the KV-1, which is it came across the tracks, broke through the gate, and tried to attack the Tiger head on. But of course the KV-1 cannot get a chance at the Tiger, so the Tiger got one round off right to its tracks, immobilized it, tracks destroyed, and then the commander's trying to get out without being burned alive. So you have some flames in there as well. So really, I just like staging a lot. It's a lot of fun. And you have some more Russians, you know, this one is jumping over the gate, and then these guys, you know, with the PPSHs. Everything has really come together in this mock to really make it fantastic. And we have the Germans on this side, you know, got the MG42, MP40, Kar 98, so there's a lot of various types of brick arms used in the mock. The Tiger one. I did take out a few of the Tigers to make it more accurate. You wouldn't have, you know, multiple Tigers in the same area unless you're in a big open field, which this is not. So I decided to put some half-track with some fully loaded troops and just some Panzer Frees to make it more realistic. And we still have the BF-109 going above. And then I did actually get the Brick Mania Stalingrad Defense Pack, which came with the Gaz AAA truck. Not sure what the name of it, but it has the Maxim quad cannon anti-aircraft gun. If I can focus a little bit. Yeah, this just looks awesome. So I got this firing into the sky at the incoming BF-109. So that looks very nice. Really like to look at the truck. Definitely put that in the final video and the final display when I go to Philly. So now let's go ahead and look at that side where a lot of progress was done. So there was a ton of progress done in this corner of the mock. Just incredible amount of staging done. So again, we have the trees here. And the trees really add a lot of color to the mock. The dark green goes great with contrasting to the white and the gray. So anyway, on this side, I tore up a lot of the plates here and actually added a trench into the snow. Got some of these really nice slopes in and did a really cool looking trench right next to the factory opening, which looks fantastic. I really like the look of it. Just very cool. We have the Gas AA truck, and then over here we have the I don't know the name of it, I forget, but the Soviet artillery piece, the field cannon. That's in real life, you know, there'd be like multiple layers, you know, big like open horizon of snow with more, you know, incoming, you know, Tigers per se, and the Russians were trying to, you know, launch off shells to, you know, attack the Tigers before they get close enough to destroy them. So we got the whole team right here. We got one Russian loading the shell into the breech of the gun. Another one over here with the PPSH, you know, fending off incoming Germans. This guy carrying shells, got empty ones in the ground, and then I got a whole bunch of them in the truck. So I really like the addition of the field cannon. It looks just fantastic. And it goes great next to the building. You know, this gives you a very nice... It just really feels like Stalingrad with the close buildings and the heavy fighting. And then more Russians running across the road to help out into the attack of the Russians over there. The road here was really worked on heavily. Very, very, very detailed in terms of the amount of plates used. The snow was done a lot better too. A lot of smaller plates with the 1x1 white plate. I did actually finish my T-34-76. So I got the T-34 here. I actually built the entire thing from parts of my collection. Only thing I needed was the tank tracks over here, which cost quite a bit, but they look fantastic. Anyway, this T-34-76 is knocked out. So you can see the hatches are all blown out, and you got the tracks into the ditch or the trench. So that looks very, very cool. I'm just very, very pleased with the way this section turned out. So that's honestly it for this update, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really hope you guys understand why there's not been an update for a while on account of there being an entire new building and multiple, you know, a lot more work done, detailing work to really get this to my standards to really look fantastic when it's displayed at the end of the month. So definitely hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Definitely like the video. Always helps. And hopefully, if you're going to Philly Brickfest, I see you. If you see me at Philly Brickfest, definitely say hi to me. My name's Matt, so don't feel shy or anything. Definitely tell me who you are. If you're on Flickr, Instagram, YouTube. So it's going to be a great time. Hope you guys can come, anyone who can. And have a great day, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.